Good Friday morning. It's just about time for the area's only live local talk and entertainment show, Virginia This Morning, to launch into action. The A-Team, Amy and Andreas, is in full effect today, and I'm always happy to be here with you, Amy Lacey. I'm Andreas White-Murdaugh. Happy Friday.
Always happy to be here with you, Andreas White-Murdaugh.
Oh, yes.
I'm Amy Lacey. We'll say each of our names and the other person's
they won't
name,
forget.
too.
There you go.
We want to say a happy Friday to all of you. We are glad to have you with us for an hour of fun this morning. And remember, if you want to watch any of our segments again, you can just by logging onto our show website at virginiathismorning.com. We had a great evening last night. Both of us went out with our little ones to do some trick-or-treating.
That's right.
I'm slightly recovering from my overload of sugar, eating my weight in miniature candy bars this morning. So that's where I am.
There you go, breakfast.
And then we have the clock falling back this weekend. So more changes are away for ourselves.
It just seems like the fall has already just taken us by storm.
Yes, it has.
Not to mention, the weather has been so amazing this week that I quickly shifted back.
I'm not wearing sleeves today, so there you go. I mean, we're already going back into sort of our summer wardrobes, our summer mindsets. Yeah. And then, you know, we have more fall stuff coming up this weekend, so
that's right.
I don't know where we are.
I don't know either, but the clock falling back, I think I'm excited about.
Yeah, I mean, we get a little, we're supposed to get that extra hour of sleep, which is always nice.
Well, no one tells toddlers that.
No one tells any children that, children of any ages, so we'll see how it works over the next few days.
We'll report back for sure.
On Monday.
That's right. Well, the 2024 Virginia Thanksgiving Festival is coming up this Sunday, and you are invited. The day will be full of history, food, and fun. Crystal Phillips and Graham Woodley from the Berkeley Plantation are here, along with Donnie Haynes, owner of Brock's Barbecue, that will be the event caterer. Crystal and Graham will share a preview, and Donnie will make Thanksgiving in a glass. Ooh. That's still to come on our live show.
I am intrigued by Thanksgiving in a glass. And it's one of the top state parks in the country, and it's located in Virginia Beach. When you start making plans for next summer, you might want to include First Landing State Park. Dave Parker shares the highlights coming up in just about 15 minutes.
Cannot wait. Well, you have the chance to pick up some early Christmas gifts when the Craftsman's Christmas opens up this morning at the Richmond Raceway Complex. Representative Sheila Putnam is here and will share the details coming up later.
Now we want to get a check of the local forecast with CBS 6 meteorologist Mike Stone, who's in for Tom Patton this morning. Mike, hello. I think the Mother Nature is a little confused. We've had quite a few different seasons this week.
Yeah, like what calendar page are we on at this point?
Exactly.
My main question is, can we expect summer next week as well? Because I had a blast this week.
It was really nice to be outside last night for trick-or-treating and kind of like working up a sweat because we were, you know, putting in the steps, and the weather was cooperating for that.
Well, to answer your question, we are going to have a touch of summer again next week. It's going to cool off a little bit this weekend. Yesterday we hit 83. Normal high is about 65. We missed a record by 2 degrees yesterday, and that was one of our warmest Halloweens on record. The warmest Halloween since the year 2000 has been 82, so we beat that. Outside today, though, it's a little bit different. It's still going to be warm today, still breezy, but we have more clouds coming in from the west. A cold front is approaching the area. It's currently 67 degrees at the airport now. Winds are out of the south at 9. Whenever the dew point gets above 60, it starts feeling a little bit humid, even in the spring and summer, but in the fact that it's early November, it actually feels very unusual outside since it should be pretty chilly at this point in the morning. We should still be in the 40s to around 50, but instead we are in the 60s to almost around 70 degrees. There's a strong cold front off towards the west that's going to come through, and that's going to tug in this colder air behind it. Tomorrow we'll have highs in the 60s, so back close to where we should be. But going into Sunday morning, we're going to have some of these temperatures in the 30s to around 40, and that looks to be our coldest morning out about the next week. So once the front passes by, that chunk of colder air will settle in behind it. There's not a ton of moisture with this system. There's a lot of cloud cover. We have a few radar returns here. Most of them are west of the mountains now. Not all those will hold together as they track towards the southeast. We're getting a few radar returns here just west of Louisa County. Not 100% of that is reaching the ground, but we are starting to pick up a few raindrops on radar at least. But as we go across the morning and through the afternoon, just the chance of a couple isolated showers. Best chance to be north and west of Richmond. The clouds will even clear out a little bit more later on today. Could have a few clouds tonight and tomorrow morning, mostly across Southside Virginia. Those will move on out, and then we'll have sunny skies for the rest rest of the weekend. High temperatures today, upper 70s and low 80s. Tonight we cool back off into the 40s and 50s, a little bit colder north and west where there'll be more clear sky. High temperatures tomorrow will be well into the 60s, and then going into Sunday morning, looking at temperatures dropping down the upper 30s and low 40s in the metro, but some mid 30s, possibly some frost in our coldest outlying areas. But then after that, we're back up to 74 on Monday, 80 Tuesday and Wednesday, and maybe a shower by Thursday. A cold front's going to come through, highs upper 70s. We'll get back into the 60s going into next weekend. But speaking of this weekend, we do fall back the clocks 1 hour at Sunday morning at 2 a.m. Sunday sunset will be about 5:08. I'll see you today at noon. More of Virginia This Morning begins in just about 60 seconds.
Good morning to you and happy Friday. We hope that you are already having a fantastic morning. It's just after 9 o'clock and Virginia This Morning is underway. Thank you for joining us each weekday morning from 9 to 10 a.m. I'm Amy Lacey here with Andres White-Murdaugh, and we are so excited to kick off a new month.
A whole new month. Can you believe it?
November 1st.
Even though yesterday felt like, I don't know, June 1st.
May 1st maybe,
Yeah.
but we'll take it.
We'll take it for sure because it's another great day here in Central Virginia. There are so many things to see and do, and especially on the weekends. We've got a jam-packed show, so we're going to get started.
Yeah, let's do it right now. You were invited to the 2024 Virginia Thanksgiving Festival. Yes, we're already talking about Thanksgiving. Graham Woodleaf and Crystal Phillips are here to share a preview, and Donnie Haynes from Brock's Barbecue will put together Thanksgiving in a glass for us. That's coming up later.
I can't wait. The scents in the studio are just overtaking me already.
It is really, really great in here today.
Well, Dave Parker has a really cool gig. He travels all over Central Virginia and beyond. First Landing State Park is a spot you should consider visiting next year. Dave tells us why it's a popular travel spot coming up in our second half hour.
But as we like to say, but wait, there's more coming up, but you have to stay tuned to see what else is coming up on today's show.
That's right. We've got to take a quick break, but here's the latest offer from Plexiderm.
This segment is sponsored by Plexiderm.
I know a lot of our viewers have taken the Plexiderm 10-minute challenge over the years to shrink your under eye bags and wrinkles from view. And if you haven't given it a try, well, our friend, lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us about the new $14.95 Plexiderm 10-minute challenge. Good to see you, my friend.
Oh, so happy to be here, Bill. I love seeing you guys, and you know I love Virginia as much as I love the Plexiderm, because if you were to see me without this, you wouldn't believe the difference.
You know what? It's interesting because we've been talking for years about this, and now we're seeing, other folks trying to imitate what you guys have done over the years. Can we go through it and show us some pictures, because it really does tell a great story?
Yes, I love these before and afters because these are the results you can expect to see. They're real people. We brought them in, set up the camera, and basically filmed them doing it and took pictures of their before and afters. Now, what this is it's a simple serum you do in the convenience and privacy of your own home. Thank God, because I don't like injections. It takes 10 minutes and then lasts up to 10 hours as long as you don't get it wet. Makes you look more youthful, more refreshed, and like you had the best sleep of your life.
It really does make a big difference. And of course, we're seeing both men and women in those pictures. And years ago, I remember when we first started talking about this, it was kind of like, oh yeah, men can do this too. Now it's like, yeah, men can do this too. It's really caught on.
Well, this is the thing. Men want to look good and feel good. And the thing about Plexiderm, no residue, goes on completely natural. Nobody is going to know you're using it, but it works. So my dad gave it a try. He loves trying new products. He loves it because nothing gets rid of those under eye bags, especially makeup. It makes them look worse. My husband does a lot of camera work, so he'll run and grab the Plexiderm. The thing is what it does is it creates an invisible layer that tightens and smooths the skin right before your eyes. So it disappears, and the fact that it lasts up to 10 hours, you look like a youthful version of yourself.
All right, so you said the one key phrase there when you were talking, you said it works, and I know you've had some studies to kind of back that up.
Yes, 2 studies, one on the effectiveness and one on how long it lasted. They saw an 80% reduction around the eye area. That is the top #1 reason why people use Plexiderm. They saw a 74% reduction around the mouth area and an 85% reduction around the forehead area. That's where I use it. I use it for my forehead lines and my dark circles. I had done an internet search how to get rid of those forehead lines. It said pretty much by injection only, but I think you need to give Plexiderm a try first. And how long it lasted? 10 hours, as long as you don't get it wet.
One of my key sayings I've said all my life since I was very young was, keep smiling. Well, I have. And then we've got this stuff going on. So there's a price to pay for that. And Plexiderm works great on that as well.
Absolutely. Plexiderm works on all areas of the face and the chin, mouth, and neck area as well, which you think about it, a lot of times our face doesn't have too many fine lines and wrinkles, but you look at our neck and that really shows our age. Well, good news, Plexiderm works there too.
And at the end of the day, it just washes right off.
Yes, easy to put on, easy to take off. This is Laura that you'll be seeing. She's one of my favorites. These are the results you can expect to see. And let me tell you, if it's the first time you're applying it, take a before and after picture, watch it happen. It's 10 minutes. I am telling you, it is going to make you speechless. To this day, I never get used to the transformations. They're so amazing to see.
Always good seeing our friend Annette. And thank you for giving us this great information. And we're going to give the folks some information now, Annette. All right, folks, let's give you, the listener, a chance to try Plexiderm and take the 10-minute challenge today. You can try Plexiderm for just $14.95. Plus shipping is free by visiting plexidermtrial.com or call the number on the screen again. Go to plexiderm.com or call 1-800-925-0233 and stick around. Virginia This Morning returns right after this.
Welcome back to our live Friday morning show. The internet is a great resource to find online reviews for everything from food, services, and of course, travel. There's a state park in Virginia that is ranked in the top 10 worldwide. This is a place you can put on your list for summer 2025. Our good friend Dave Parker took a trip to First Landing State Park in Virginia Beach. Check it out.
This segment is sponsored by Rockingham Insurance.
Sometimes you have to be reminded how pretty a place is. That happened in my own city when Virginia Beach's First Landing State Park was voted in the top 10% of reviews worldwide on TripAdvisor. The reason is you get a little bit of everything here. Spanning almost 3,000 acres, there's a full-service campground right next to the Chesapeake Bay, 19 miles of hiking and biking trails, a boat ramp, and a place to anchor it at a beach. Let's start at the campground. There are more than 200 sites for camping of all kinds, including yurts with great views of the bay. As with most Virginia state parks, you get the normal amenities, with the exception of having a short walk from your tent to the sand. While crowded on the weekends, the beach here is far more relaxed than the nearby boardwalk area. A short drive from the campground will take you to what seems like a different world.
You know, one of the things that makes this state park so great, so interesting, is that it has two completely different habitats. A campground on the beach across the street, and then here on the other side, this woodland marsh with hiking and biking trails.
Tannic waters of the Cypress Swamp, moss hanging from the cooling canopy of trees, the chorus of frogs will have you feeling as if the campground is far, far away. This is where you'll find most of the hiking and biking trails, something popular with the locals.
It's a quick shot from my house. It's peace and quiet in the woods. I come here with my dog all the time. It's a great place to be.
There's a trail center to answer your questions. They also have seminars, including ones titled Fungus Among Us. The trails are mostly flat and easy to navigate on foot or bike and are family and kid friendly. A 5+ mile bike or hike will take you to something even more different. The 64th Street entrance is where the boat ramp is and basically where one finds the weekend. Although it's still a unique setting since it's a beach right off a nature trail. In Virginia Beach, I'm Dave Parker.
Thanks, Dave. What a park. For home, auto, and farm insurance, give Rockingham Insurance a call at 800-434-7736 or visit rockingham.insure to find a local agent. We are proud community partners with Puritan Cleaners and the Richmond Flying Squirrels. You can come join us November 9th at the Diamond for the ballpark warming party, celebrating coats for kids. There will be live music and fun for everyone. We'll be collecting your donations of gently used coats that will be cleaned, repaired, if necessary, and distributed this season to children and families who need them. Mark your calendar. The ballpark warming party is next Saturday, November 9th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. in the parking lot at the Diamond.
This segment is sponsored by the Craftsman's Christmas Classic.
You have a chance to buy all kinds of arts, crafts, and festive holiday gifts starting today. The Craftsman's Christmas Classic gets underway in less than an hour. Sheila Putnam is here with all of those details. Good morning, Sheila.
Good morning.
It is so great to have you here in Richmond. You travel all the way from South Carolina for this show, and this year is the biggest in 5 years.
It is awesome. Everyone needs to come to this show. We have so much to offer with all of our friends that travel just to come and do this show from all over the United States.
And it really, for folks who've never been there before, what can they see and do when they are at this show?
They can visit all of the arts and crafts. Everything is handmade. Everybody makes their own product. It's just awesome. I mean, I can't even tell you. You can find one-of-a-kind products. Everything is just made by the individuals. You can meet the artists there, and you can come for one price, and you can come for 3 days.
And it's wonderful because, you know, with the holiday season is upon us now, we have those lists that we would like to, you know, give someone something special. And what better way than by A, supporting an artist, and B, just getting that unique gift.
That's correct, and we are ready for them. So come on out to the show. It's going to be great.
So I mentioned that you come in each year from South Carolina. You said about 6 hours away that you travel here for this particular show, and you bring these beautiful, beautiful boards. Tell us about your booth and why it's so popular at the show.
Okay, so I hand paint each one of these boards. They're all hand painted by me, and you can use them for cheese and bread, and you can also use them as a trivet, and I have to explain that to the men especially.
Yeah.
Take things out of the oven, and you don't want to put it on your beautiful counter, so you can put it on this trivet as well. So it's multi-purpose.
It sounds like you put a lot of your heart into your work too.
I do. I have everything from Christmas trees to initials to snowmen, and even I've got the palm trees for South Carolina.
There you go. So if somebody is looking to come on out to the Craftsman's Christmas Classic, sometimes it's a little hard to say, Craftsman's Christmas Classic, why should they give it a shot this weekend?
We have the best artists in this facility at Richmond Raceway. It is going to be an amazing show. We put our heart and soul in this, and everyone is excited to be here, and we're ready for the customers.
So some other booths that are out there, you've, I'm sure, made some friends over the years, from some regulars who come each and every year. What are some other types of art that folks can maybe get their hands on this weekend?
I do. I have some fellows from North Carolina that does custom wreaths.
Okay.
I also have a friend from Tennessee that has handmade soap, Mountain Mist soaps. They're just, and there's a jeweler, there's jewelry, there's soaps, there's candles, there's anything that you're really looking for to find that unique present.
So 6 hours is quite the journey to make for a show. Why do you come to Richmond each and every year?
Richmond is good to Sheila Putt.
Yeah, tell us about that.
It's a good show. It's a good show, and I enjoy being here.
What makes this show a little different from some others that you've been to? You are the boots on the ground for us. Let us know how this show is so special.
The people, they come ready. They're excited to be here, and we excited to. I don't know if it's the time of the year, but they're ready for us, and we're ready for them. And the people are just so good to us here.
Do you have repeat customers year after year that you've gotten to know here in Richmond?
Absolutely. There's one lady that she missed a couple of years ago, and I was really worried about her.
Yeah.
Her name is Wanda, and she's watching.
Maybe she's watching this morning. Hey, Wanda.
She's great. She always comes and spends time with me, and she even brings me like pumpkin bread.
Wow.
I mean, we just have great customers here.
So you have really, really gotten to be a part of the holiday tradition for a lot of our families here in town.
That's correct.
And coming here, I'm sure, is part of your holiday tradition, too.
I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Oh, well, we love having you here, Sheila.
Thank you.
What a wonderful show, and I have a feeling that you're going to sell quite a few of these boards today when you get on out there to the show.
That's correct. I hope so.
Thank you for stopping by, Virginia, this morning. The Craftsman's Christmas Classic opens up today at 10 a.m. and then it continues through this Sunday at the Richmond Raceway Complex. That's located at 600 East Laburnum Avenue in Richmond. For more information, visit christmasclassic.com. You can call 336-282-5550 as well. Advanced tickets are available online at craftshow.com, and they are always available at the door too. You can find them on Facebook and Instagram. Andres, what's coming up next?
Well, we just heard all about the Craftsman's Christmas Classic, and because we have the hookup, we want to make you a winner. Caller 6 right now to 342-5745 wins 4 tickets to the show that kicks off today at 10 a.m. at the Richmond Raceway Complex. Again, 342-5745 is the number to dial. Good luck. There's nothing like some lovin' straight out of the oven. Pumpkin is a favorite thing to enjoy, especially this time of year. Here's a virtual recipe for bakery-style pumpkin muffins you can try at home.
Love the recipes you see on the show? Visit virginiathismorning.com. Click on the Recipes tab and find your favorites to try out on your own.
Welcome back to our live Friday morning show. Here's something to put on your calendar. The Clover Hill High School Athletics Association is going to host their annual craft fair tomorrow, Saturday, November 2nd from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the school in Midlothian. For more information, visit cloverhillboosters.com. Invest 529 and CBS 6 are proud partners in presenting Battle of the Brains every Saturday morning at 10 o'clock. This week, Monaghan High School will face off against Louisa High School. And now here's your chance to play. Answer the following question correctly for your chance to win an Invest 529 account worth $529. Take a look right here. Here's today's question. What is a key benefit of using Invest 529? A, tax advantages. B, free ice cream. C, free movie tickets. D, VIP concert passes. Now, you want to submit your answer now. Go to wtvr.com/BOB for your chance to win.
This segment is sponsored by Vote Yes Live Casino Resort.
Our next guest is part of a team of all-star developers that are leading the way to present the Live Casino and Resort Project referendum to the November 5th ballot. Here to tell us more is Zed Smith, Chief Operating Officer of the Cordish Companies, and we welcome you to Virginia this morning.
Good morning. Good morning. It's my pleasure to be here.
This is something that we're very excited about. We're getting ready for a very important vote, but for those who maybe have not voted yet, etc., we want to make sure that they know exactly what to expect on that voting referendum and what that's going to bring to the community. So tell us a little bit more about the Live Casino project.
Yeah, well, we're very excited to be able to bring this opportunity to the citizens of Petersburg. We've got a great site. It'll be a multifaceted development. We're located on the I-95 and Wagner Road. 92 acres of mixed-use opportunities. There'll be gaming opportunities, retail, all kinds of shopping, hotel, live entertainment venues. So it's really going to be a game changer for the city of Petersburg.
Absolutely. Having been born in Petersburg and still have relatives there, it's an important location because we're not just driving past Petersburg. We would be stopping in Petersburg for some incredible opportunities, some fun, some enjoyment, but also to make a difference in a community that truly needs it.
Yeah, this will be transformational for Petersburg. It's been a challenged city for many, many years. This will be an economic boost. We're talking about bringing millions of dollars to the city to provide for education, infrastructure, general services for the city, also creating jobs, 1,500 permanent jobs, and we're going to be very focused on hiring people that live in Petersburg. So again, this will be transformative for the city, very much needed, and the folks there are very, very excited about this opportunity.
Absolutely, and let's talk about those jobs a little bit. So you said 1,500 kind of living wage jobs, but there's also jobs that are going to be available starting with the groundbreaking, the construction.
Sure. If all goes well, we'll be breaking ground early next year. There'll be 6,000 construction jobs. We'll be working with local entrepreneurs, local contractors, subcontractors to make sure that local folks get some work there. But that's going to be the first big push, getting the building up and creating 6,000 jobs for people to work and provide for their families.
And it's not just creating the jobs, but also, especially those that will be part of the operational processes of the building, the gaming facility, but making sure that people have the right type of education and training to succeed. How are you making sure that that education and that training is happening?
Yeah, well, that starts with outreach, and we've started out early, and we've met with folks like Richard Brand College and Bright Point Community College. We want to make sure that folks are ready for these jobs. There's a wide range of jobs from HR to culinary, food and beverage, accounting, IT, so there's a wide range of opportunities. We've also been speaking with Virginia State University. We'll be doing internships with them. So we're really excited to bring this big project to the city of Petersburg.
This has the potential to be the largest minority ownership opportunity in the gaming and hospitality industry as a whole, not just locally. And there's an all-star team that's come together to bring this forward. Bruce Smith Enterprises and the Cordish Companies. You are award-winning and you have lots of great experience that you would be bringing to this project.
Yeah, I've known Bruce personally for 13 years, and we've been working on deals together, and finally we've got the big one, if I may. And Bruce is a very experienced developer. He loves to be able to do this project in Virginia for the citizens of Virginia. Many of his investors are from Virginia, so it's kind of a coming home for him. For us as a company, we do developments all over the country. These large-scale mixed-use developments that transform cities. So it's a privilege for us to be in Petersburg and working with the citizens there. It's been a wonderful journey for the last 3 or 4 years for us.
Absolutely. You've been preparing for a long time. And I see here $2.8 billion in economic stimulus could come about as a result of this project if we vote yes.
Yeah. Well, right now, that's what it's all about. We have a matter on the referendum right now for November 5th. We need the citizens of Petersburg to vote yes. So that's our big push right now. And the response has been overwhelming. We've had a couple of major events where folks have come out. We wanted to get the word out about the development, and I think people in Petersburg are very, very excited about this development. But we can only get it done if they come out to vote on November 5th. There's also the opportunity now for early voting. Tomorrow will be the first Saturday for early voting, so they have this Saturday and next Saturday. But November 5th is the last opportunity for Petersburg citizens to vote.
That's right. Whether you vote early, absentee ballot, or get out there on that day, it's important to get out there. And for this particular purpose, to vote yes to the live casino, gaming, and resort.
Well, that's our tag right now. Believe in Petersburg, vote yes. And I think the citizens of Petersburg have embraced that. They believe in this as an opportunity for generations to come. And I'm very hopeful that they will come out and vote yes.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for all of the information. Thank you for encouraging us to get out to vote. There's still time. There's still time to vote yes.
Yes. Absolutely.
We wish you all the best.
All right. Thank you for having me. We appreciate it.
Vote yes, live casino and resort, 2nd North Sycamore Street in Petersburg, Virginia. For more information, give the team a call, 202-446-7178, or visit voteyespetersburg.com. You can find them on Facebook and Instagram too at Vote Yes Petersburg. There's more Virginia This Morning to enjoy right after this break. Stay with us.
Welcome back. The 2024 Virginia Thanksgiving Festival is this weekend, and you're invited. Along with history reenactments and family fun, there will be some great food there, too.
That's right. Brock's Barbecue is the event caterer, and the owner, Donnie Haynes, is here to showcase Thanksgiving in a glass. We'll jump into the kitchen with him a little later, but first, let's hear about this year's event. Graham Woodleaf and Crystal Phillips from Berkeley Plantation are here to share the details. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for being here. This is we've now crossed into November, and that means the first thing we think about is Thanksgiving. You're putting together the Virginia Thanksgiving Festival that has a long-standing history in your family. Mr. Woodleaf, tell us a little bit about the background.
It does. This is the 63rd year of the Thanksgiving Festival, and it started by celebrating the first Thanksgiving, which was started in 1619 with Captain John Woodleaf, a relative ancestor of both of ours. So he came for the first Thanksgiving, and this celebrates that, and we've been doing it ever since. It's a wonderful event. Lots of children, they love it, and it's a great day.
This is all about really preserving this part of history and just making it something that everyone can enjoy.
Yes. We're really excited. We have tons of craft vendors, but the biggest thing for us is always the reenactment of the first Thanksgiving and the Chickahominy tribal dancers that will also be there. Corn maze, the kids love the corn maze. Me, not so much. I get lost every year. But we're really excited.
That's fantastic. And like we said, you are really looking to share learnings with young people, especially, immersing them in an experience that will probably feel much different than what they experience during their Thanksgivings right now. How do you make sure that we've got the right type of reenactment and are truly preserving the history in the way that it would have been seen and felt back then?
Well, it's a day just full of history and full of fun, and we try to make it that way for both the children and the adults. So the reenactment is at the end of the day, but the Chickahominy tribal dances and the games and shows and entertainment all happen before that. And it's just a wonderful day to learn about history.
And you'll have some great weather this weekend for it.
It's going to be perfect.
Which is wonderful, and folks do need to have a ticket, but it's a little bit different. It's not an individual ticket,
Correct.
It's sort of a group ticket.
Correct. You pay by car when you come in. There'll be an attendant there, and it's $25 per car, $10 for bikes, and $40 for a bus.
Wow, a bus. So you get a lot of folks who come in each and every year.
Yes.
And the deal is to take a bus.
Yes, it is. Right?
That's right. Come with a bus load, leave with an incredible history lesson. Exactly. Now, our very own Bill Bevins will be the MC, and I know that he is so excited to be there with you this particular weekend.
Bill is great. He loves the festival. He believes in what we're doing. We actually had the first Thanksgiving 2 years before the Pilgrims, so I just want to make that point. But Bill is just great. He's been doing it for a number of years for us, and we love having him there.
That's right.
And of course, food, you know, is a big part of it. We're going to have Brock's Barbecue on here in just a few moments, but tell us why, you know, it's like everyone can be a part of this celebration. There's nothing like food to bring people together.
Absolutely, and we love having Brock's every year. They come almost every year. Love the barbecue. I can smell it over here.
It's very distracting, right?
It is. It's very distracting.
And we also have food trucks.
Yes.
With other foods, so that helps the children that want something else and so forth.
Now, we talked about how you are descendants of Captain Woodleaf. I think it is so interesting. Tell us who you are in relation to him.
I am his 13th great-granddaughter.
Wow.
And I'm 10th or 11 generations removed as his grandson. So.
Is this something when you were growing up, this was just a part of, you know, your history, and it was really brought to the forefront?
You know, you'd go to the Thanksgiving table, and this is part of the Thanksgiving for us.
Yeah.
Is to remember that first Thanksgiving and what Captain Woodleaf did for us. And he did a lot in bringing industry and so forth to the first Thanksgiving, and it's been wonderful.
I did not know until a couple of years ago.
Wow.
I given the tours at Berkeley. I talked about Captain John Woodleaf for a couple of years. I was wrapping up my Daughters of the American Revolution paperwork, going up my family tree, just like everybody has one on Ancestry. Happened to see that on my tree. Had a genealogist check it for me because I talked about this man for several years, and it comes back, and apparently I'm his granddaughter. So it was really neat to have talked about my descendant, not knowing that he was my descendant.
Oh, that is so
What a story.
Wow.
What a story. Well, thank you for carrying out the legacy in this special way. We look forward to celebrating with you during the festival.
The 2024 Virginia Thanksgiving Festival at Berkeley Plantation is Sunday, November 3rd, starting at 11 a.m. It goes on until 3 p.m. The Thanksgiving reenactment and program is 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. And a reminder that our own Mr. Bill Bevins will once again serve as the event MC. For more information, you can visit virginiathismorning.com.
And good news, when we return from break, we'll head into the Virginia This Morning kitchen and meet Donnie Haynes, the new owner of Brock's Barbecue. His Thanksgiving in a glass is on the menu. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to our live Friday morning show. Just before the break, we shared the details about the 2024 Virginia Thanksgiving Festival. It is coming up this Sunday.
And now it's time to enjoy some food from the event's caterer, Donnie Haynes from Brock's Barbecue. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, thank you.
We are so excited to have you here. Number one, because you are the brand new owner of Brock's, so
yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
Second of all, you brought this spread here that has just been, it has just been a symphony of senses here this morning.
All morning.
So what I brought some turkey because we serve the turkey in a glass for the festival. So early this morning I went ahead and made a turkey breast. Comes with mashed potatoes, stuffing, gravy, and the cranberry sauce, of course, for the top. Would you like me to make one?
Oh my goodness, you don't have to ask me twice.
That's right.
Go for it.
We believe in second breakfast around here. Now, you mentioned the festival. For those who might not have been with us just before the break, we're talking about the Virginia Thanksgiving Festival that is coming up, and Brock's Barbecue is going to be catering in a very special way, in a glass.
Yeah. So I think they like doing it in a glass because it gives people an opportunity to walk around, eat, and then see everything, all the festivities that go on.
It would be hard to carry around a plate of Thanksgiving.
And it doesn't look like a lot, but believe it or not, it is a very filling meal from what I'm told from everyone there every year.
I think it already looks like a filling meal. Yeah.
So we've got the mashed potatoes, we've got some stuffing in
and
there.
Turkey, and then we go ahead and top it with cranberry because you can't have Thanksgiving without cranberry.
So Thanksgiving in a glass is really just a fancy parfait
Yes,
of dinner foods, of those
dinner parfait.
Those comfort foods that we love so much about a Thanksgiving meal. I have a feeling that Andreas might
Would you like one?
I might, because I'm looking at this turkey, which looks so nice and tender, juicy. How do you prepare a turkey that cuts just like this?
Well, it just takes time, and taking your time in the cooking process. Don't meat doesn't need to be rushed. You need to take your time when you're cooking anything like this, and just give it time. I was in a restaurant this morning at about 4 o'clock in the morning starting to make this stuff. So
4 o'clock in the morning, and here you are with the whole turkey ready to go.
What is the weight of this turkey? So that will give us a kind of a number for how many hours something like this should cook.
It's about 7 pounds, 8-pound breasts. It's about 10 to start, but once you lose it, I think it's about 7 pounds. I think about 3.5 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Now, your top tips for someone who is preparing to cook their turkey, whether they're going to put it in a glass or not, sounds like you are the pro that we need to hear from.
Let it sit. All turkey, most turkeys, everybody wants a turkey breast. So the meat needs to rest. Sometimes they suggest as long as you cook your turkey, you shouldn't let it rest.
After you've cooked it, let it rest.
So if you've
and then if it's a little bit cold, but you make piping hot gravy, that will get your...
So don't necessarily reheat it.
Yeah, no, reheat it. Just let it rest.
So if you've cooked it for 4 hours, then you should let it sit for 4 hours.
Yeah, about,
How about
at least
that?
a half of that time.
Wow, I have never
And that will give
heard
the
that
chance
before.
for all the meat to rest and all the juice. Because if you rush it, then as soon as you cut it, everything just dries out.
What a great
There you go.
getting ready for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, especially if you're, if you have an early Thanksgiving, you've got to get up pretty early in the morning to make sure you've got your bird ready to go. Now, we have seen the spread. We're moving over here. You are Brock's Barbecue, and you brought us something that maybe isn't in our Thanksgiving glass, but is on our mind.
And we do serve it at the festival as well. So we have a platter, and I should have brought one more cup, but we do a Sunday too, where we'll do like pork, baked beans, coleslaw.
Okay.
So you could walk around as well with that.
In a cup.
In a cup. I think
is
that
delightful.
I think I've found my new way to serve dinner because, we're working moms. We're always doing this and that.
Moving around.
This is how I'm going to start eating
At least
dinner.
for your moms, you can definitely, because you're always standing up getting everybody else's food anyway. So.
And you're right. You are able to take advantage of the full meal right here in one fork full. Yeah. And it is quite delicious.
And it's portion control too, which can sometimes be a little hard when it tastes this good. You have a variety of sauces here that you brought too.
This is our homemade, this is the homemade family recipe. Mrs. Brock and Mr. Brock, the original owners of Brock's Barbecue, they're the ones who made that sauce up.
Yeah.
And I bet I can't count 10 people in the last 35 years that actually know how to make that sauce.
Oh, so it's secretive.
Oh, yeah, it's very secretive.
You have the rub there, too.
Yeah, this is our signature butt rub that goes on it before we smoke it. That's what gives, a pork butt that crunchy outside looking flavor. And like after you smoke it for about 12 hours, the bone will just
come right on out.
Whoa,
right on
look
out
at
for
that.
you.
You know it's done.
Oh, yeah.
Now, should you do the same with the pork too? You cook it that long and then you let it sit?
Yeah, you always should let it sit. But things with barbecue, you cook it so long anyway, you've already rendered all the fat out of the meat. That's like the signature of barbecue, is rendering all the fat out of the meat.
So you were with Brock's for 15 years. You recently took over. That has to just be a labor of love for you.
Oh, yes, it's been a lot. I mean, it's an old business that I have huge shoes to fill. I mean, the brothers have taken care of the Chesterfield community for years.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we look forward to do it. So my wife quit her job and she came on and she's going to do it with me. So
well, there you
we're
go.
gonna have fun.
We've gotten a chance to also meet your lovely wife, Kathy, and we're so excited to be with you all and to continue supporting Brock's Barbecue because you truly are the best.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, we've enjoyed this so much. I am going to make sure that we dig in to some of this pork butt as well. Now, these sauces here, are they available for you to come in and purchase?
They're always available at the restaurant at all times. We make a mild sauce. We have a homemade hot sauce, and we also have like a sweeter barbecue sauce that goes with like our beef brisket and stuff and our pulled chicken.
You can come in and purchase it, but you won't necessarily know all that's in it.
No.
There's a secret ingredient in there.
Of course, we have to list the ingredients, but
But you don't know how much of each you put in there, that is a part of the special formula.
There's a bit of magic in there. Well, this is exciting. At the Virginia Thanksgiving Festival, you can get Thanksgiving in a glass. You can also have a pork butt sundae.
Oh, yeah. It's called a barbecue sundae.
I love that.
All right.
I think, where have these foods been in my life until today? This is spectacular.
That's right. The perfect sort of glass. You've got to get out to the Virginia Thanksgiving Festival. You heard about it. There's a lovely interview that's going to be on our website. Learn about it. Come out and participate in the very first Thanksgiving reenactment.
Yeah, it's at the Berkeley Plantation this Sunday, November 3rd, starting at 11 a.m. It goes on until 3 p.m. And Mr. Bill Bevins will be the MC. There you go. That's why you want to go too. The Thanksgiving reenactment and program is 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. For more information, you can visit virginiathismorning.com. Stay with us. Welcome back to Virginia This Morning. We are ending things here in the Virginia This Morning kitchen with Donnie Haynes, owner of Brock's Barbecue. His Thanksgiving in a Glass is on the menu, and I have to say, I think it's my new favorite food.
Oh, good.
That's right. Our glasses are half empty at this point. We have enjoyed the meal and the idea that you can have a meal to go in a cup.
Yeah.
And this is at the Thanksgiving reenactment. That's the Thanksgiving Festival happening at Berkeley Plantation this weekend. How did you get involved in being the caterer for that?
Well, I think around 2016, they were approaching certain caterers to look for someone that can keep up, because it's a very busy festival, and in past times they were just waiting too long, so they gave us a shot and we figured it out.
And you figured it out by putting all of the perfect foods in a glass in a parfait, and it's just wonderful.
Yeah.
That's right, a dinner parfait, as we've renamed it, and then you've named it the pork butt sundae. That makes for the perfect meal option as you are walking around. Now, we're getting ready for the holiday season. You are the new owner of Brock's Barbecue, and you've got a holiday menu that's going to be on the horizon in the next couple weeks.
Oh yeah, we have it together. Get everything from turkey, ham, and all the fixings to go with it.
And you said these turkeys, okay, this is what, a 7-8 pound turkey breast. How many of these are you going to cook again?
About 200 of them this year.
Yeah, that's a lot. And I thought that my Thanksgiving menu was laborious.
I've only got one. But folks can order these with you in advance, have the perfect turkey that's rested properly and ready to go for Thanksgiving Day.
Oh, yes.
Just heat it up.
Oh, yeah.
That is the easiest Thanksgiving, too,
I tell you.
which is wonderful.
Not to mention, you can have turkey, but you can also have a number of other meats.
Oh, yes. Barbecue, ham, our homemade beef brisket that we have, and ribs.
And then all the fixins, too. And I think you mentioned something about brownies.
Oh, yeah. We have brownies, cookies, everything that you would need at this time of year.
A one-stop shop.
One-stop shop. You got to love that. Well, we want to thank all of our guests today, including Berkeley Plantation, Brock's Barbecue, Plexiderm, the Cordish Company's Craftsman's Christmas Classic.
And to you, our valued friends and viewers of the show, we hope you have a wonderful weekend. And if you're out and about, take some fun snapshots and send them our way.
Love to see them.
Virginia This Morning returns on Monday at 8:56 a.m. and we hope to see you then.